Hello, accept my greetings and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine today. Right, fine. So I want us to talk about another thing today, which comes from the use of social media. And it's about introducing ourselves to people inbox, like through Messenger, Facebook Messenger, or through Twitter, or through LinkedIn, when we meet them for the first time, or when we start a conversation with them for the first time. I'm going to be sharing with you my experience and my opinion on this. And I will be very happy and glad if you can also share your experiences and opinions on this matter with me in the comments section of my YouTube channel. So that being said, my name is Nsa Mala. When somebody meets you on social media, or when you send a friend request to somebody and then he or she accepts the request on Facebook, and you become friends with the person and you start a conversation with them, it can happen that they ask to know who you are. Somebody may ask you something like, can I know more about you, please? There are many reasons why somebody can ask this kind of question, a question about along the lines of, can I know more about you, please? So why would somebody ask this? In some cases, somebody will ask this question because they have gone through your profile and it doesn't have enough information about you or convincing information about you. Because sometimes you see somebody who claims to live where they don't live, or who claims to be what they are not, and then you are not very sure about it. It can happen. So one reason would be that either somebody's profile does not have enough information about them, information about where they come from, where they live, and what they do in life, or it has information that does not match or that seems to be contradictory or difficult to believe. And again, in most cases, before somebody asked you, can I know more about you? It is because the person has Googled your name. Because what I generally do is that nowadays, before I ask about somebody or some kinds of questions, it's better to run somebody's name in the search engine of Google. You will find a lot of information if that person is somebody who is busy and productive in their domain, and their domain is such that it records what people are doing. For example, if somebody is a writer, if somebody is a teacher, if somebody is a scholar, a researcher, if somebody is a speaker, if somebody is a musician, an actor, or an actress, you can find a lot of information about them by Googling their name. So Google can lead you to know more about such a person. But again, there are many of us, yeah, and it's normal, okay, to know, it's very normal not to have information on Google. It's very normal because there are billions of us here on Earth, and only a few of us have information about us on Google. But it's always a good starting place, I think, to start from Google and check what kind of information exists about somebody. And if nothing exists, then you can ask them. Yeah. Then another reason why somebody may want to ask you, can I know more about you, please? Is because of security and safety reasons. People want to be very sure, because nowadays we have people who have fake profiles on Facebook or on Twitter or LinkedIn, people who claim maybe to be a minister, who use the name of a minister because they've noticed that the minister is inactive online, and they use the minister's name and they're deceiving people, or people who are using a fake profile without their name in order to, for example, spy on you. Okay, yeah, to spy on you. People want to spy on you, to monitor your progress, to monitor your activities, or some even want to spy on you for political reasons, politically motivated reasons. So what do you do in that kind of situation? You need to know who is who. You need to know who is following you and why are you friends with this or that person. So it is always important to be ready to answer this kind of question, because sometimes people will ask you this question even before they answer your friend request, either before they say yes, they accept your friend request, or they delete your friend request. And it's a very normal thing for people to do if they are afraid, or they care about They care about their security and their safety. It's important to do that. So if somebody asks you, can I know more about you? Please, the way to answer this question, you don't end with the obvious, because for many reasons it has happened, but not always. It's not everybody that asks them, who are you, please, or can I know more about you? Because there are people you can actually rush just to their profile when they start a conversation with you, and you look through their profile, you remember, even sometimes it is even me who sent them a friend request, and I would then remember why I sent them a friend request. It can be because I saw that they are a good entrepreneur, they are a good motivational speaker, or they are a good journalist, or they are a good teacher, they are a good whatever. They're a good researcher in my domain. They're a good politician I want to follow. They're a good public person. And I'm following them because I want to learn, to gain something from them. Okay. Just like some other person might send to me because they think that I'm a good writer, or maybe I'm a writer, they want to learn something from me, or I'm a teacher, they want to learn from something from me. So I can rush to their profile and confirm this. But in either cases, once I am asked this question, or once I ask you this question, or somebody asks you this question, can I know more about you? You don't take it as an offense. It's normal for people to want to know people more. It's a very normal, natural thing for people to know who they are discussing with. So don't take it as an offense. I don't end with the obvious. Don't start and end with the obvious. Because in most situations, I've seen somebody just say, are you asked, can I know more about you? And the person say, my name is Samala. And you can actually see their name. Before you ask, you are really looking at, you're seeing their name, and that their name is Samala. So they need more information about you, please. And so what kind of information do people need when they ask this question, can I know more about you? That's what I want to talk about now. So if somebody says they want to know where you come from, in the case of like, for we will be Cameroonians, okay? Person one knows whether you come out, wait to be the name of your community, your kingdom, your fondom, your chiefdom. So say I come out from Belo, or maybe I come out from Oku, maybe I come out from Ndawara, maybe I come out from Batibu, maybe I come out from Bafanji, maybe I come out from, you see, I come from, yeah, okay, I'm mixing Pidgin and English, and it's normal. Or you say, I come from Adamawa, or I come from Gaundere. No, yeah, maybe I come from a specific place in Gaundere. I come from Garuabulai, for example. I come from Akonolinga. I come from Banga. I come from Penja. Okay, so they need that kind of information. That I'm originally from this place. And then they need information like where you live at the moment, where you currently live, where you currently reside, your place of residence. So you can say, okay, I come from Penja, but I'm currently living in the town of Bafusa. Okay, that is the kind of information they would need. Somebody needs to hear. Oh, and then another piece of information that will be important will be what you do in life. So you say, I'm a student, and then I am a student in this school. You give the name of the school, or you give your profession, or maybe you give some skills and talents that you use or that you have. Or maybe you say you are a job seeker. And so, and then you also say how you came to know about the person. How did you know the person? Okay. How did you know the person? Did you meet with the person somewhere physically in the past, maybe in a conference, in a seminar? Where did you first meet the person? Did you read the person's book and you were happy about the book? Did you watch the person's video on YouTube? Maybe the person's film, the person's music, the person's song? Did you listen to the person give a talk in a seminar? Did you go to the same school? Did you hear from a friend recommending that the person makes a lot of useful and important posts on Facebook? Or did Facebook just suggest the person to you as a mutual friend? And now, when I talk about the point of mutual friend, it's very important to come back to this one, because usually when I ask somebody, can I know more about you? It's usually people that I've seen that I don't have any friends in common with them. Because generally, if you send me a friend request and I find that we have like 5 friends in common, or 6 or 10 or more, sometimes even I have people with whom I share like 100 friends, mutual friends. I understand it's very normal to know that Facebook must have naturally suggested you to them as somebody you may know. But it's very rare, it's almost very rare for Facebook to suggest a common friend, a friend to somebody if they're not friends, mutual friends. So I generally assume that if we are not mutual friends, the probability that Facebook will suggest me to you as somebody you know will be very small. I usually assume like that the probability is very small. And so when you send me a friend request, and I find that we don't have many friends in common, I need to know more about you to be sure, to be certain that I'm not dealing with maybe a fake profile that has come to spy on me or to take information from me or on me or about me and use it in a funny way, okay? It's a normal thing to do, guys. It's a very normal thing to do. So another piece of information somebody will be interested in getting from you will be about, for example, how can they help you? It's not a bad question. If somebody asks you, how can I help you? If somebody asks, how can I help you? It's not that they're arrogant or they're rude. They just want to be sure that you and the person there, you are not just wasting time in that chat. So you can say, well, I just wanted to say hi to you and say thank you for accepting my friend request. That's something good. Or you can say, okay, fine, I know that you are a good farmer, you are a good person in agriculture. I would like help. I need some advice. I need some information about how I can start my own farm, or I would like to buy something from you. I would like to visit your farm. So you go straight to the point and tell them how they can be helpful to you or how you can be helpful to them. Because sometimes it's not even just about them being helpful to you. It can also be that you who have come, you have a service. Maybe you want to suggest a business to them for possible investment, and they are free to say yes or no, or to ask more about it. Yeah, so it's very important. Or you may say, okay, for the moment, sister or brother or my friend or sir, for the moment, I don't think there is something you can do for me, but in the future, I may have something to ask you. Okay, that's fine. That answers the question. So there are different ways of answering these questions. But all in all, I'm saying that it is important when somebody asks you, can I know more about you? Please tell me more about yourself. Please introduce yourself properly. Please, I want to know you better. I want to know you more. Understand that the person is not just asking you to tell them, my name is this. The person is seeing your name. The person is seeing your name. The person wants more information. And even the 5 things I've mentioned here, like where you come from, where you live, what you do in life, how you came to know about them, and how they can help you. These 5 things are very important, but there are more things you can even add about yourself. There are more things you can add. You can say, okay, for example, I'm a writer. You can say, okay, I would like us at some point in the future to write a book together. Okay, I would like us to collaborate and write a book as 2 authors. Musicians sing together, people write books together. You can say, I would like you to visit my school and give a lecture. Or I would like to visit your school and give a lecture if you are the one who has that suggestion to offer. Okay, so it's important to at least be able to answer these 5 questions: where you come from, where you live, what you do in life, how you came to know the person, either by recommendation from Facebook or because you know them or you read their book, you consumed part of their product, you listened to them in a seminar, you know them or you schooled with them together. Is important. How you came to know about them and how they can help you or you can help them, what you can do together. Or is it just about greeting? Then fine, it's good to know that it's just about greeting. And then each of you will know that that's a conversation that will not last for long because it's just about greeting. But if you announce the topic of your discussion, the person can understand that this is a heavy discussion. This is a discussion that can take us a very long time. So he can say, okay, can we talk on Saturday? Can we talk on Monday? Can we talk at this time of the day? So you can reschedule it if it is very long or very important and the person does not have enough time at that moment. But at least it gives the person enough information about you so that the person feels secured. Okay, the person feels secured to be able to discuss more with you. So please, next time when somebody asks you, can I know more about you? Remember to answer the person correctly and friendly. In a friendly way, and don't take it as an offense. Don't be angry. No, it's a normal thing. It's a normal social thing to know people to introduce yourself properly. Because the more you introduce yourself and say those things about yourself, the more that person will also give you that same information or those same pieces of information about themselves. Okay, and it flows naturally. Because generally you can say, okay, I come from Dop. And you, the person will say, okay, I come from Bamali, I come from Bambala, I come from Garawabolai. Okay, yeah, I live in Douala. How about you? I live in Chang. I live in Bangante. And it continues that way, and then it will flow. It's normal. So it's a different. There are different ways of approaching this and making sure that the conversation goes on lively and friendly. So I hope you find this interesting. Please share your opinions and your experiences about people on social media who have met you or who have asked you who you are or whom you asked who they are and how it went and why it is important to do so in the comments. So, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will be bringing you a lot of stuff, sometimes my personal opinion on issues like this one, but also stuff about scholarships, about studying abroad, about politics, about culture, about literary studies, about creative writing, about English language and French language, and many, many more things. Thank you. See you again. See you.